Hey everybody, this is Martin here with MI5. MI5 stands for millionaire in 5 years or less, in case you guys don't know. Just made this quick video today. This is just random vlogging style video because I know some of my main loyal subscribers really like it. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about some stuff that's on my mind. This is just an update on my channel in general. If you guys are new, then this is an update for what I've been up to lately. Yeah, I've just been really busy working on different streams of income, new video ideas I'm working on, some stuff that I'm working on to try to help you guys make more money. That's what my channel is all about, is to help you guys become financially successful. And that doesn't necessarily mean that every one of you out there have to or even want to become a millionaire. You could just want to live more comfortably, have less financial stress, pay off some bills, whatever you want. Sky's the limit. You can have as much as you want or as little as you want. It just depends what your particular goal in life is. I have a really high bar. Everybody's like, dang, Martin, when I worked at a grocery store as a deli clerk, frying chicken, and I would tell them about my dreams, my plans and stuff while I still worked there. And everybody's like, wow, you have like really high goals. I'm like, okay, why not? But unfortunately, I was one of the very few there to actually reach my goals. And it's not because they couldn't, it's because, I really don't. They didn't have any action. In fact, most of you out there who are having, financial problems, whatever kind of problems in your life, really is because you're doing not enough action and too much reaction. Now, everybody's like, what do you mean? I go to work, I do this and that, I even got a second job, blah, blah, blah. Okay. A lot of you work because you pretty much have no choice. You got to pay your bills. That's not really an action. That's kind of a reaction. They're like, hey, I got a second job. What are you talking about? Good. But again, a lot of you did not get that second job until you waited to where you needed to get a second job because you were behind on bills or you have other large expenses that you're trying to take care of all of a sudden, things like that. So that was also not action. You're reacting late to a situation instead of taking action first. You want to do these things before you actually need to do them. That's the key. And I know that's not easy, but that's what separates the people who make it and the people who don't. Is being early to the game. Being early is very important. Being punctual in life is very important. People who are always late, you're going to be late to everything, including trends that you should be watching for that's going to help you make money. If you were one of the last people to get onto YouTube, well, guess what? You're going to have a hard time getting a lot of views or subscribers because now there's so much competition. And that's including me. I didn't get in, at the very beginning when YouTube was first starting. So my channel's really not that big. And plus I don't really post, every day. Some of these guys out there making 3, 4, 5, 6 videos every single day. That's not really my priority. I'm not trying to be the most popular guy on YouTube. The only ones I want to talk to is you guys right now. The ones who are listening. Somebody kind of criticized that I had a Facebook a while back, and I don't put my personal stuff on there. It was just for finance and things like this. They're like, oh, you only got 4 people on there. I'm like, that's all I needed to talk to. 4 people that I could reach out to who would actually listen and who would benefit from what I was going to say. That's all I needed. But I mean, if I can get more and there's more of you who care and you want to watch, that's great as well. But I'm not chasing, sky high numbers. I'm not trying to be PewDiePie or Mr. Beast or any of these guys. Doing it a little bit for myself, it's kind of therapeutical for myself. Like when I make these videos, it kind of relieves a little bit of my day-to-day stress, which I don't have as much stress anymore as I used to when I was broke, like hurting for money, working in grocery every day, and then working for Instacart and Postmates and all that stuff. I was working so many different type of jobs every single day because I was reacting instead of taking action. So I hope you guys understand the difference between action and reaction. And if you don't have a second job right now or second income, go get one now. Don't wait till you have to do it and then you're like, oh, this sucks. It's much better doing something extra when you don't need to. And then I'll talk to you guys more about how to lay that foundation to keep building wealth further and further up. Somebody asked me on that Facebook platform, how did I become a millionaire? And I told them exact steps I took. Didn't charge them for it, nothing like that. And then she's like, well, that's too hard. I don't want to do all that. How do I become a millionaire without doing, pretty much anything? And I said, well, you can play the lottery, Powerball, hope that you win Powerball or Mega Million, and good luck with that, because you stand a better chance of winning that, of getting struck by lightning, than you do winning any of those. There's no short, easy answer. It's gonna take some work, and it's gonna be relatively hard at the beginning. Nothing's easy when you first start. The hill gets less of an incline when you get closer to the top. It's going to be real steep when you're starting off. Then it will kind of level off, and then you're like, hey, it's not so hard anymore. I can walk a little easier now, So, like even right now, I'm not in multi-million-dollar garage. This is just a regular place right here. And I'm going to be doing filming in all different kind of locations, so you might as well get used to seeing me in different spots. I even kind of went to, I didn't upload the video yet, but I made a video where I was kind of like in an underground bunker because I was talking about this possible nuclear war. Everybody's talking about World War III with Putin, Russia, and all this stuff. So a lot of things on the table right now. Stock market's crazy. I'm going to be making some drop shipping videos for you with e-commerce, Shopify. In case you guys don't know what that is, I'll explain drop shipping later to you in another video. You guys got to start reading. Start reading. This one's called Your Money or Your Life. This is 4-Hour Work Week. This one's Think and Grow Rich. And I got the Millionaire Next Door and all these other ones. But read. Even if you only read 10 pages a day, you're still doing more than your competitor. Don't mistake this. You are competing with other people. Even if you don't realize it, you're in direct competition with them. Because say you're in the job market, you're looking for a job, say McDonald's, we'll just say that. You think you're the only one who's looking for a job at McDonald's? And why are you going to get hired versus 40 or 50 other applicants? They have applications of the yin yang. How are you going to stand out? You got to show you're the most interested. Many times you're going to need some connections. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Matter of fact, a lot of people get in that way by knowing people who work there. They know management. They know an ex-employee who worked there. A lot of times that's how you're going to get in. Family members might recommend you. Your uncle might say, hey, my nephew's a good worker, or niece or whatever. It's about knowing people a lot of times. And I've met a lot of online mentors and inspiration, people who inspired me. And I give a lot of credit to them, because if not for them, I probably never would have taken, the steps or the venture to do what I've done. If you guys don't know, I made a program called MI5, Millionaire in 5 Years or Less, and I challenged myself to become a millionaire in a 5-year period of time. I said I would give myself 5 years to do it, and I was able to do it in 3. So that was pretty good, and I am very proud of my achievement. And if I can do it in 3, I know for a fact you guys can do it in 5. Probably sooner than me, because I don't consider myself the most intelligent or special person in the world. As a matter of fact, I feel kind of stupid about a lot of things. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm dumb, but I'm not the most brilliant person in the world. I'll be the first to admit that. But I'll tell you one thing right now. There's a lot of people that are more stupid than I am. I'll tell you that right now. That's a damn fact right there. A lot of stupid people out there. And it's really sad, because dumb people tend to make dumb decisions. So don't be stupid. It just makes you look bad. But on a positive note, if you're watching this video and you're still watching to this 11 minute and something second mark, that's a good sign, because you have the ability to pay attention. Attention span is very important. Your ability to be able to pay attention is critical to your success in life in general, and also to your finances. Most people have the attention span of a guppy or a June bug. They flip and scroll through everything and don't even watch videos more than, a few seconds. Like, I don't know, the average view on certain YouTube videos is like 20 or 30 seconds, even if it's a 5-minute video. That's what I'm saying. If you stuck through this video to now, then you're already ahead of the game of your competitors. And you guys are going to be well on your way, on your road to success. And like I said, I'm going to keep making some more videos. I want to show you guys what you can do. The first way to start becoming a millionaire is to start, sounds obvious, but to start making more money. And how do you do that? There's lots of ways. First of all, you make more money by saving more money, first of all. Because the more you make is better, the more you keep. It's not really about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. If you make $100K a year and you're spending 60 of it, then you're not really utilizing your income. If you're making 50K a year and you're saving 40 or whatever, most likely you're not going to be able to do that. But if you're saving the majority of your income, then you're doing pretty good. And you can save the majority of your income by increasing it to the point to where you can afford to do that. Now, if you only have one source of income, that's very difficult to do, unless you're, doctor, lawyer, dentist, judge, surgeon, whatever. But I'm here to tell you right now, the average man and woman can go on this five-year millionaire adventure and complete it successfully without having to be any of those things. I was making more money than a lawyer or doctor when I was still working in a grocery store. Not just with the grocery store, though. The grocery store was the fuel. And all the other sources of income that I had, that I built, were the wood that I put on top of that fire and made that little flame much larger. You want to turn your streams into a river. You rely on one little trickle of a stream. It's going to be very difficult for you. When you got a raging river going with money, it's much easier and you make a lot more money a lot faster. Now, my channel is not all about making money. Everybody says, Martin, money isn't everything. True. But without money in life, you're going to be hurting really bad. Because the way our society is today, people who don't have money are the ones who are going to suffer the most. Some people say, that they're perfectly fine about it, that's fine. If you if you want to take an oath of poverty, do all that stuff, that's fine. Most people don't have to take an oath of poverty. They're going to be impoverished no matter what until they do something to change that. So people say, "Oh, I'm poor by choice." I don't really agree. I mean, if you're born poor, that's one thing, but if you die poor, well, then that's your fault. Unless you just want to be that way, which I don't buy that. I don't think anybody wants to be dirt poor their whole life. And it's kind of an excuse because it feels easier when you just stay poor, right? Because you're like, hey, well, I just wasn't meant to be that. And it takes a little stress off your shoulders because you feel like, oh, I'm not a loser or failing in life because I don't want to be rich. It's easy to say that, right? And I was kind of like that at one point. I was like, just a regular average guy. I'm not going to hold myself to making a lot of money or ever having a really nice car, having a paid off house, none of that stuff, because I was meant to be poor, So I just cut myself a little bit of slack. And that's just BS. That's not true at all. And deep down inside that you're not happy that way. And I know you're not. I wasn't. I was lying to myself for a little while. I was like, I'll just be complacent and just be happy with what I have. And believe me, that's the way the rich people want you to be. They want you to stay working at Burger King, Taco Bell. They want you to be their maids, their servants, their drivers, all this stuff. Without you, their life would be much more complicated. They'd have to do everything themselves. They'd have to go out in the fields, pick their own food and all that. You think the rich people want to do that? Why would they when they can pay you to spend your life to make their lives better? And that's a sad reality. So I want you guys to think about that. I thought about it a lot when I was at work, frying chicken for people and doing all these menial tasks for them all day. I'm thinking, I'm spending 8 hours a day or more standing in this store, and I'm basically selling my soul for an hourly wage, which was like, at the very last, I think I was making like $14 an hour. And I was like, this has got to change. I'm selling my life. That's what you're doing. You're trading your life for a little bit of money. Think about that. And you got to get up in the morning and you got to go give your life to these people. They don't care about your home needs or any kind of medical concerns you have or your family problems. They don't care if you have kids. They don't care about any of that. They just want you there, put in your time, do your work. And then you go collect your little check. And then you do it all over again. That's all it is. So make no mistake about it. You're selling yourself to them. And you're working for them or somebody else the rest of your life. And if you want to keep doing that, that's fine. But I wouldn't. And I put it to a stop. And I hope I never have to again. Unless I want to. But, why would I want to now when I have a life of financial freedom and way less stress, much more happiness? And you don't need to be a billionaire to be happy. It just depends what you want to do in life. And a lot of people make money because they want to do certain things, like create companies and create more jobs. So let's think about that for a minute, and make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.